Hey, this is Trogthorpe here with a quick note for you. If you like what you're seeing here, if you feel like you're getting good information, make sure to subscribe, ring the bell down below. Also check us out on Facebook and check out our Discord server. All the links to those are in the description below. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy. How's that hanging, mobile gamers? Welcome back to Trogthorpe Mobile Gaming, and welcome back to the series on myths and legends surrounding rank push in PUBG Mobile. This episode is called Floating to Ace. The myths in this one are twofold. First is float far to last long, and the second is heal a lot of damage. Now, the reason I'm doing these together is they kind of go hand in hand. The idea behind it is that if you want to rank up fast, the easiest way is to just float as far and as long as you can, because nobody's likely to kill you while you're floating. And when you land, be far from zone or on the edge of zone and stay at the edge of zone so that you keep taking damage from zone and you can keep healing that damage. You're not likely to have a lot of other people around you, and so you don't have to worry so much about the damage they might inflict. All you have to worry about is just continuing to use bandages and energy drinks and the like to keep boosting up your energy and keep yourself from dying, and you will get a lot of points because you did a lot of healing, and you'll get a lot of points because you lasted a long time. So we'll test a few things here with this myth. First of all, as I'm going through this episode here, you'll watch as I'm looting here a little bit. I'm not picking up anything except healing and armor so that I can survive a few shots, and helmets, of course. And I've picked up some gas so that if I have to drive a long ways, I can fuel up. And the last thing that I picked up is smokes, just so I can kind of hide. Now, I skipped right ahead to the end of the match here so you can kind of see the results. Coming to the end, you'll see that I gained 20 points on this match. The average match is only a 14-point gain over all the matches that I surveyed. So with a margin of error of about 4.5 points per match, this is definitely a significant advance. Obviously something went well for this match, but let's see how it stacks up against other matches where these factors were in play. I healed in this match over 600 health points. Now, of the hundreds of matches that I've reviewed, I've only seen a few matches. I can count them on one hand how many times I've seen matches where somebody healed more than 350 in a match. So that's an extremely high amount. Let's compare it to if somebody healed more than the average. In those matches where players healed more than the average number of points, they gained 24 points in those matches. We only gained 20. So that tells me that, taking out the margin of error, this is virtually no different, but it's right on the edge, so you could even say that this hurts you by playing this way instead of healing and playing a normal match. That said, obviously doing a lot of healing does contribute to a higher score, so definitely don't be afraid to take a little damage from the zone early on, but don't do it as a method of avoiding conflict and trying to rank up faster that way. As for the other half of this, testing whether surviving longer actually contributes to a better score. This match I lasted into about the 95th percentile. That means I lasted longer than about 95% of most people in matches. The score reflected that. I did gain higher points than an average match. However, for those who typically last between the 90th and 100th percentile, their average points gained was 28 points per match. That tells me that making it to the final circle definitely contributes a lot to more points, but making it there in a smart way is even more important. What do I mean by that? Well, playing the coward and getting to the end by avoiding everybody isn't going to get you as many points as smartly choosing your conflicts and engaging the enemy when you have the upper hand. You need the kills, you need the damage points, and you need to be collecting guns and good equipment, which obviously I didn't do in this match. Now, the other part of this was, well, why don't I just float as long as I can so that I take longer to get down and I'm less likely to die early on, and then I can survive longer that way? That's why I brought this match up here that's up here. You can see the one on the left has landed already. He's been sitting there waiting. The one on the right is drifting down slowly. As he lands, you're going to see the final scores on these, because I'm going to kill the one on the left just so that it's all done. And you're going to see here that the time that they survived is different. What that means is that your counter does not start until the moment you hit the ground. They both jumped out of the airplane at exactly the same time. I think there was like a half a second difference is all. And the one on the left jumped straight to the ground as fast as he could. The one on the right is drifting and taking his sweet time getting down. And so now I'm just kind of speeding him up because he's been out there for a couple of minutes. And so I'm going to tank him into the ground here, and you'll see that as soon as I tank him into the ground, the one on the left, I jump him off this high tower so it'll kill him. And here he goes. And so he dies immediately. And then we'll see the scores here. I've split it, so the one on the left I'm moving to the top, the one on the right I'm moving to the bottom. You can see he survived 1.7 minutes, whereas the one on the right got 0. So obviously drifting until you hit the ground is completely busted. So let's see where we stand on this. Healing 4 points, confirmed. You can gain more points by healing more. Ranking by survival, also confirmed. You will gain more points if you last longer. Last one, floating to ace. You cannot parachute your way to success. All right, well, stay tuned. We'll have more episodes coming up on the best ways to rank up in PUBG Mobile. For now, and as always, thanks for tuning in, and may you see your enemies first, and may your shot be their last.